U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg joined North Carolina officials to survey all of the damage left behind by Hurricane Helene. Secretary Buttigieg, along with Governor Roy Cooper and U.S. Senator Thom Tillis, visited the devastated communities of Asheville and Canton yesterday. They met with business owners and local officials. Secretary Buttigieg says the administration is doing everything it can to help people who were impacted by the storm. There are around-the-clock efforts to repair damaged sites of I-40 near the Tennessee border. In the aftermath of Helene, police in Asheville have spent countless hours in the flood zone areas, and through the destruction, they have collected hundreds of photos. Now the department is working to get them back to their rightful owners. Taylor Thompson reports.
So this is a collection of photos
that Detective Sam DeGrave and others have saved along the Swannanoa River.
How did your mind get to let me start collecting these pictures for people?
We had watched several houses float down the river there, and we were trying to start going back and seeing if there were people in need of rescue.
And that's when he found the first picture.
Wasn't sure where this picture had come from, how far upstream it came from, who this little girl is, and I snagged it initially.
At first, it was to help figure out who had been accounted for, but as days turned into weeks,
I continued wherever I was to find pictures, and I would pick them up as I went.
Quickly becoming a group effort.
The other detectives that were on scene, the FEMA workers that were there, volunteers who were there. It was strange how amidst entire houses crashed to pieces and these debris fields that were so massive, you could find a picture strung like cotton in a tree branch.
What goes through your mind every time you pick up one of these photos?
Each of these photos contains an immense amount of humanity. Like, here's a family photo, here's a baby. There's nothing I can do to get a U-Haul truck out of the middle of the river or to deconstruct a debris field that has 4 or 5 houses smashed in it. But what I can do is pick up one of these pictures when I see it.
Each one of these photos holds a memory that may be the only piece that's left for so many families.
If these photos are now in our possession, whoever they belong to probably lost a lot. If it helps people feel some normalcy or some connection to a time and a place before their lives were turned upside down by this disaster, then our goal or our purpose here will have been served.